You're listening to DraftKings Network.
Everyone knows it's not Valentine's Day without the flowers, so whatever you do, don't be like me. Don't forget the flowers. Beat the Valentine's Day rush and order early at 1-800-Flowers.com. Right now, at 1-800-Flowers, you can get up to 40% off a beautiful, gorgeous bouquet of one-of-a-kind arrangements that are guaranteed to wow your significant other. Please do not be like me. Don't put it off. Delivery dates are limited. Get up to 40% off today at 1-800-Flowers.com/Dan. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/Dan.
The Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz is presented by 1-800-Flowers.com. DraftKings official flowers for Valentine's.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
We're presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code Dan for a special offer when you sign up. That's code Dan, only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Here's what happened, okay? I saw Gojo standing next to a bounty house. They were serving wings, the quicker picker-upper. We hugged, we embraced. Gojo told me he wanted wings. I said I want to talk about the bounty house. I won. Here we are talking about the bounty house.
I know, I'm still very hungry, but it's probably good. White shirt, wings, me, right the entrance to Radio Row, not a winning formula.
You only talk to anyone about this bounty house. Like,
It's
this
the greatest
is all
thing
you're
ever.
talking
Why
about
is
today.
your obsession with the bounty house?
So because I have come to so many Radio Rows and so many Super Bowls, I've never seen a house with a second floor at Radio Row. Like a set, okay?
That's true.
It's an actual house. I mean, it's impressive, Billy. It is. Come
it's
on.
the two levels that he likes. I feel like I feel like in 2020 we were getting ridiculous, and then it got scaled back to like 2021 was like the weird Tampa year where everything was like on Zoom, and then there was LA, and now we're getting back to like how ridiculous can we be with some of these sets?
I feel like so then next year someone in New Orleans has to dynamite and make a basement. We've got a second
I like
story.
that, yes.
Imagine a Radio Row basement.
Can I make a prediction? Next year, New Orleans. There's going to be a set that has a balcony with someone throwing beads off of.
No doubt.
Bill. Oh, that's the one.
That's
Did you
gonna
just call him
happen.
Bill? You were so
that was
excited.
Bill.
Wow.
That's a Bill idea right there.
That should be our set, though, right? Like we should.
I was going to say,
Hello?
any show should be doing should be live from a balcony on Bourbon Street.
Yes.
That feels like destiny.
That's a great call by you, Billy.
I know. Sounds expensive, though.
I'm sorry, I meant Bill. I didn't mean
Bill. I don't know where that came from. I've never called him Bill in my entire life.
It's a Bill idea.
That was a Bill idea.
Are you enjoying Vegas so far?
Yeah, so far so good. I'm like 18 hours in, and I haven't gotten drunk enough to affect my job yet at this point.
Right.
Good.
Which is in the next couple of days. That's where the real challenge starts.
If you take work out of, what's the perfect amount of time to visit Las Vegas?
48 hours. You don't want to be here any longer than that.
I've gotten burned out like 24, 36 hours in. I got to be honest.
48's the max.
48's the max, right? Like
You
we're
can't
gonna
do any more than that.
By the fifth day, I will feel like I've been here for 4 days and 22 hours too long.
Yeah, you got to pace yourself. You're going to be here until Friday or Saturday.
I know, but I'm going to bed early and stuff. It's weird. Like that, it was a weird feeling to get in the first night I got in, and like young me would have went out to like 4 a.m.
Well, I was just going to say, Stugotz, for you coming to this place where you can smoke indoors, there's all so
One of the
many
last
things
places, yes.
that you love in here. I wasn't sure if this was going to turn you back into the old you or not.
Well, it hasn't. So
You've been here like 20 hours.
Well, I
though.
got here 2 nights ago, and so what
Okay.
I'm saying is I went right to bed. Old me would have stayed out till 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Sure.
Like, I went right to bed.
You told me that yesterday you got stuck in a high-stakes blackjack
That was
game.
night 2. That was night 2. That was night 2. I said the first night, Billy. Bill.
The story was that he was asking the dealer to hand him losing cards so that he could leave.
So last night I got myself stuck into I was in a high-stakes blackjack table. I wanted to go to bed, but I kept winning. It was such a great shoot. And I'm sitting there going to the dealer, hey, can you stop giving me aces?
Please, God, I can't possibly. I can't split these anymore.
Yes.
If I get another split double combination here that hits, I'm going to be a nightmare.
It was so much money, I didn't want to leave it in my hotel room. It's sitting in my backpack right over there. I'm not even joking.
That's a lie.
Billy, I swear.
Don't bring it.
Billy.
What?
Someone just threw a 5 at me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Wait, Billy, you guys talk. I'm going to get the money. Hold on.
So you're going to bring over a backpack just filled with a bunch of cash? What is the payoff for this?
I have no idea. All I know is my dad just threw $5 over the top of this because he's eavesdropping on this, and he thinks he's going to get this back ever. He's never going to see this again.
Nope.
This doesn't buy you half a bottle of water.
Nope, there's his hand.
But
Stugotz, what are you doing? You're just going to show people a bunch of cash that you have?
I wonder if do you think it's in cash or chips?
This seems like...
It seems like a lot of things.
Seems like not a great idea.
Oh, God, that's a lot of cash.
That's the kind of run I was on. Billy.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
There's more in there, I'm sure.
Stugotz, this looks like a heist.
It was an epic run. It was. Billy's counting it right now as we speak. It's
Wow.
That's 2,300.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
That's just the hundreds. Then we get into the... Holy crap.
Billy, I had a run.
You have a $2 bill.
I know. I saved that. It's lucky.
Lucky one?
Well, there might be value in the $2
You
bill.
shouldn't be telling people that you're walking around with this much cash.
Well, I just did, Billy. I just told everyone.
Yeah, this is not a good idea.
If I see any of you snooping around my bag.
If you see Stugotz around the strip, rob him.
Thanks, Coach.
Look, you just made $5 for
There you
Golic.
go. My dad just contributed $5
Listen,
to the pot.
do you know how much money your dad is making this week?
Oh, my God, yeah. That's why I told him, you're never getting that $5 back.
When is he going on his tour? And what I mean by his tour is his Radio Row tour, where he goes down one side of the aisle and he promotes diabetes medication, then comes down the other side of the aisle and promotes like beef jerky.
Oh, it's been my father's ability to juggle seemingly opposing brands all in the name of the almighty dollar is unparalleled. I would argue for a man in 2 Radio Hall of Fames who has so much to his name, this should be the most impressive thing on his resume each and every year. He's probably already doing it now. I think at some point he just wanders around a new brand to walk up. Like if he stands over by the Bounty House long enough, they're going to have him slinging paper towels. They're going to quickly pick him up.
Yeah. That's what he does.
That's what they do.
He looks great, by the way.
I know, I hate it.
Why? Why do you hate it?
Because I have to sit next to him and do the show every day. Imagine your 61-year-old father being skinnier and having more hair than you. And now he bit my style on the beard, and even that looks better because he's got the gray beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine your dad being 82 and being those things as well, because that's what I'm dealing with.
I saw like a cartoon or something of your dad the other day. There was like an animated version of your dad. Do you know what I'm talking about? I think it was like a graphic, but they did him dirty. He was too gray and too white. Yeah,
you know
he
what?
looked a little too old.
Again, all I get anytime a picture of my dad gets posted are, oh my God, dad thirst tweets, and all like Mina Kimes and Elle Duncan and Katie Nolan all in the replies. So yeah, whoever the animator was, thank you. God bless you for doing the Lord's work and taking him down a peg.
Would it be weird? This is a strange path to take. Would it be weird if one of your friends became your mom?
Yes.
Like a stepmom?
Absolutely. It'd be weird.
How would it not be weird?
Did you just kill my mom?
No, I didn't kill anyone.
Wait, swipe my mom.
Paint this picture for a second, okay? Well, no, paint it for a second.
Well, one of his friends becomes a stepmom. I don't know how it happens. I didn't create this situation.
So, like, Kyle Rudolph becomes a stepdad?
I think he means one of my female friends.
You just listed his friends a second ago.
Could be either way, and that's totally fine. But no, I would at that point no longer have that friend and then no longer have that dad. Yeah, no, be out on that.
Really?
Out on that.
Huh.
I was told...
What if on the flip side, one of your guy friends becomes your stepdad?
Oh, that'd be even worse.
Okay.
That'd be by far.
Which one of your guy friends would you most want to be your stepdad, though, if you had to choose?
Yeah.
If you had to choose.
Pick one. None of them. Let's go. This is day one at the Super Bowl. How are we already on this content, you monster?
This is where we start. We get the football at the end.
Yeah, we can't blow it.
Christ. None of my friends, none of them are fit to join my family.
I was told you were on the Dan Patrick Show.
Yes.
You revealed something to me right before we started this, which was they have gift bags there.
Oh, do they have gift bags?
Oh, my God. Tell me about it.
Gift cards for hundreds of dollars of meat, bottles of bourbon and whiskey. We're going to go out there and try and... Stugotz, you wanted me to call him out on Super Bowl Saturday.
Yes, because he came up...
blinded by all the gifts.
Right, so I'm disappointed in you because I came up with that idea, Super Bowl Saturday. We've talked about it on our show for years. Dan Patrick says it becomes big news. You know, so I was hoping my friend would call him out on it. But you were blinded by gifts. I understand.
And then I got a bag full of King's Hawaiian rolls, and I was off and running.
You know what? I would have shut my mouth. I would have been distracted too. We have Jon Taffer coming on. You told me you wanted him to rip you for some reason.
That's what he does. He goes in, he finds out what your flaws are, he tears you down, and then he builds you back up. It's the Taffer process.
Would you like me to call him over right now?
John, hurt me with your words.
All right, we love you, Gojo. We got to talk to. We have to talk to Taffer.
You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be great.
You were blinded by a gift bag. Some friend.
Quality sleep can help boost your reaction time, recovery time, and performance. That's why the Sleep Number Smart Bed is designed for your one-of-a-kind, ever-evolving sleep needs. Only Sleep Number Smart Beds let you choose your ideal comfort, your sleep number setting, and feature cooling layers for more comfortable sleep. Sleep Number Smart Beds learn how you sleep and provide personalized insights to help you sleep better. It's like having a coach for your best sleep. Committed to improving your overall athletic performance? Set a quality sleep goal that's healthy and realistic for your lifestyle. Time your workouts. Sleep Number Smart Beds show your ideal sleep and wake schedule and best times for activities like working out and winding down based on your circadian rhythm. Log how long you slept. Sleep Number Smart Beds track the total time you sleep and the percentage of your sleep that is restful. Believe it or not, sleeping longer doesn't necessarily equate to more restful sleep. And now, during Sleep Number's President's Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed plus special financing for a limited time. Only at Sleep Number stores or sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the National Football League. See stores for details.
The Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz is presented by DiGiorno. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
We're presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code DAN for a special offer when you sign up. That's code DAN only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
And we're back, Stugotz.
Yes, we are. Yep.
Joined by a legend.
A legend, yes.
Some people throw footballs. I throw food for a living, guys.
Okay.
I love the hat, by the way.
Oh, thank you. This is from Taffer's Tavern.
Yeah, well, of course it is. A big T right on the front of it.
Of course.
A specially branded hat for you.
Absolutely, buddy. How cool is this, huh?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. You love the Super Bowl, don't you?
I love the Super Bowl. You know, I met my wife at Super Bowl 30.
Really?
Back when I was on the NFL advisory board.
Really?
Back in those years. I don't know if you guys knew my connection to Sunday Ticket. Are you guys even aware of that?
Well, yeah. We've had you on a bunch over the years, so we know your connection. Yeah.
Because of that, I went to Super Bowl 29 and 30. Those were the years that we were working on that. And
right.
I met my wife at Super Bowl 30.
So finish that story. Like, how'd you meet? Like, that's interesting.
So we met at a restaurant prior to on Friday night. Then Saturday, you know, at these events, you have the Players Association event, you have the NFL Properties event, the Owners event. So I'm going to all those events, and at every place I went, my wife, Nicole, was there. Not only was she there, but she was standing in the same spot I was. It was like a fluke. So after the second day, I invited her to dinner. We have dinner together with a bunch of other friends to join us, and she comes. And then when I'm leaving Phoenix and I'm on the escalator going to the departure section in the airport, she's on the escalator.
Wow.
So it was a really strange thing. I guess, yeah.
And so what'd you say when you saw her? Like what?
So, and then she was going to Chicago. I lived in Chicago at the time, and it was just meant to be. Mm-hmm. And it just evolved, and that was now, 28 years ago.
It's funny that you mentioned marriage because I was unaware of this, and they were telling us this before. Everybody knows you from Bar Rescue, amongst other things. But you also did a show called Marriage Rescue that lasted, I want to say, I was told like 8 or 9 episodes.
12, actually.
12 episodes.
12 episodes. And when we did Marriage Rescue, it rated the same as Bar Rescue. It did well, actually.
Uh-huh.
And same network, same companies, all that. So in my contract that year, I was given a choice for the last 10 episodes of the season. I could do Bar Rescue or Marriage Rescue. And I chose Bar Rescue because Bar Rescue, I go to a town for a week. So I'll spend a week on a road per episode. In Marriage Rescue, I was gone like 14 weeks in a resort. And so it was a really hard show to make. So I
There's no definitive date on saving a marriage, essentially, is what you're saying.
And I was gone for months at a time.
Right.
Not coming home for a week and going out for a week and coming home. And so just for my own convenience sake, we walked away from it.
How many marriages did you actually save of the 12 you did, I guess?
We did 12.
Right.
And I think 11. Well, last I checked. But,
right.
But 11.
Okay.
Did pretty good.
So 11 of 12?
You know, when you force people directly, you know, don't bullshit me. This is what it is, man.
Right.
Take your socks off the floor if that's what she's freaking out about. Pick up the freaking socks.
Right.
So when you're really direct with people, you can accomplish a lot.
Or do you feel like, you did it, I don't want to say selfishly, but it was too much for you to do. It was too many weeks away. Do you feel like you ever look around and you're like, you know what? had I stuck to this, I could have saved so many more marriages.
Yeah, but I say bars, and I
Yeah.
say
I know, but marriages seem more important. I mean,
I look at all the jobs that I've saved.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
And how many failing bars created the failing marriage? So I'm going to say 30% of the bar rescues we do, there's a wife at home or a husband at home who's not happy.
So you're
and they're
saving
in
both.
debt, and the house is on the line. Yeah, so yeah.
Can we have you on next week and possibly you could save mine and Dan's marriage?
Yeah.
I mean, is that
Guys, that's a big challenge. I'm going to need more than a few months for that one.
Yeah.
what's the bar that you've saved that you're proudest of?
There's a bunch,
Yeah.
the ones that I'm probably proudest of are the family ones. There's one called Characters in North Carolina that we did. It became Moon Runners. That was about 10 years. Spirits on Bourbon is a famous one that we did. There's a few here in town, Champagnes, Nevada Brewing Company here in Vegas that we've done. So, yeah, there's a bunch. There's a bunch.
John, you have moments, I don't know if you're aware of this, that will go social. It'll be old moments that you've had, and then they'll come up every couple of years. One of the famous one is you telling people the proper way to pour a beer, where everybody thinks that you pour a beer, you have it kind of slanted so that you don't get all of the, fizz or whatever in the top of the beer. We have a beer here, and they've asked us if you could do this to show us the proper way to pour a beer.
So I would need 2 bottles of beer.
2 bottles?
2 bottles, okay. We need a second beer.
And I need 2 glasses.
Okay.
Okay.
And I need some paper towel rolled up.
We have one
well,
and one
Bounty
right
we
now.
can get
Yeah.
for you. That's easy.
Okay.
I need a piece of paper towel here.
We need a paper towel.
A piece of paper towel.
When as we're waiting for the paper towel, if I told you when you were sitting on that advisory board,
yes,
that one day there would be a Super Bowl in Las Vegas,
that would have blown me away.
It's the craziest thing.
Those were the days that Jacksonville was putting together that franchise,
right?
And they were trying to get that expansion franchise.
What are we doing? We're rolling up the paper towel here.
So what I want to show you is
he doesn't mess around.
This
Billy.
isn't necessarily the proper way to pour a beer.
Okay.
I'm showing you the extremes of what you do when you do it too much one way or another.
Okay. All right.
So here's the premise.
Okay.
The premise is if you take a beer out of a bottle or a can and you pour it into a glass slowly versus quickly.
Right.
Now, a lot of people that are rookie bartenders are so scared of too much head, they pour the beer like this, right?
Yep.
Really slow.
I got to be honest. That's how I do it.
And your hair's getting gray, right? And I mean, this is the way they pour that beer.
Yeah.
Then the guy who's a more experienced bartender, he'll fill the cup more like this, put the beer next to it, and give it to you that way. Now, what happens? If you drink that beer when you put it in your stomach, nothing happens. But if you take this beer and put it in your stomach, look what happens.
Oh.
Wow.
I didn't know my stomach was made of paper towels.
I'm simply showing you, if you pour it faster, you can drink more.
Right.
See, when you pour it slow like this and it bubbles like that in your gut, you're going to drink less beer, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're bloated.
Yeah, but you feel like you're drinking more beer at the time,
But neither of those is exactly correct. The middle is where you want to be, of course. But it's a point. So if you drink straight out of the can or straight out of the bottle, you're bloating the hell out of yourself. If you pour it into a glass, in theory, that second can would go down a lot easier, guys.
I love how passionate you are about everything. Seriously.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
What else can you teach us?
Well, I can teach you a whole bunch of things. When I met with Matt.
What an open-ended question that was, by the way.
When I sat with Matt, and Matt was who's the founder of DraftKings, of course, one of the founders, was on my podcast a few weeks ago, and we were talking about DraftKings and what makes it unique as a product category, and the fact that I can change each game and redraft and I love all those aspects of it. But I'm a bar guy. And to me, anything that causes people to stay in a bar, I'm going to make money on.
Sure.
So to think that now you can do this while you're sitting in my bar drinking that beer
is crazy.
Is amazing for both of us.
Yes.
And the combination of the two industries together is really, really special.
Do you like to gamble?
I like to gamble.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm not a sports betting guy as much as I am a table gambler.
What's your game of choice?
I'm a blackjack guy.
Really?
I've read all the books, so I'll follow the rules.
Do you really follow the rule? Like you never play by gut?
No.
Like if you're sitting at the end of the table, everyone's relying on you. You have a 16. You're not supposed to hit because the dealer has a 5, but you feel like hitting. Are you going to hit?
No.
You should.
No way.
I mean, it's your choice. It's your money.
I always sit.
Do you see how much money I had laying all over this table? That was me being selfish. Like,
so I'll normally take the last 2 seats at the
right.
table. and play.
You'll take them to yourself.
I'll take the last two
and you'll
hands.
play the last two.
Yes.
Okay, at one time.
At one time.
You're a baller.
And that's how I play it.
You're a baller. Yeah. So you control the entire table.
Well, I control the last two seats.
Right.
Sure.
Have you ever done it? Like, have you ever like made a decision while occupying one of those last two seats that pissed off an entire table?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you a funny story. Years ago, I'm in Vegas.
Because there's a responsibility that comes with the last two seats.
Years ago, I'm in Vegas, and I won like $6,000 one night.
Right.
And I go up to my room, and I'm leaving the next morning. And I wanted to buy my wife this like tennis bracelet. It was like $20,000. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to go downstairs. I'm just going to bet the whole $6,000 2 or 3 times. Either I'm going to lose it, or I'm going to get to 20, and I'm going to buy this bracelet.
Right.
So I go downstairs. You know, I drop 3 of the $6,000 on the bet. She deals me the hand. I get 2 aces. I split the 2 aces, put down the other $3,000. Whammo. I win both hands.
Wow.
Right? So literally in 4 hands, I had $23,000. I got up from the table, walked across the street to the jewelry store, bought the diamond tennis bracelet, and went home. But one of my greatest gaming stories is years ago, a friend of mine says, you got to come to Florida and go to High Lie with me.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
So I go
Speaking our language.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I go down to Florida, and I go to Dania High Lie.
Yes, we're familiar.
Oh, yeah.
So I go to Dania High. I had never played the game before. You know, the guys are throwing a ball against the wall, and it's sort of like lacrosse and handball.
Yeah.
I'm watching this kind of thing. And so I decide I'm going to bet a trifecta.
Right.
And I bet my birth date on a game 8 or whatever the hell it was. And I bet, I don't know, $160, something like that. And I won over $8,000.
Yeah. Wow.
So my buddy, I won over $8,000. They take me in the back room. They pay the taxes there.
Right.
They take the taxes out. So I left with a check, I'll never forget it, for $5,300.
They netted you down at Dania High Lie?
Yes.
Really?
So my friend who went with me.
That is so Dania High Lie.
So my friend who went with me, who goes there all the time, has
Right.
never freaking run. Took me. I won the first time. It destroyed our friendship. We never hung out again because of that. He hated me for that win that night.
I think Jon Taffer, Billy, should rescue High Lie. How about
Ooh,
that?
yeah.
A new show.
Highlight could use some rescuing. They
Well,
could make it a lot more fun.
You're right. I think there's like, I don't know, 5 frontons left in America or something like that.
I don't. If even
Is that too much?
Yeah.
Well,
So you guys go and bet and play?
Well, they
We
have
own a
down,
team.
Yeah, down at it's Magic City Casino. They now have like a highlight league. I think it's called the World Highlight League or something like that. But they've brought in like celebrity investors. So like Pitbull will have a team now. Udonis Haslem of the Heat will have a team. Jorge Masvidal, I believe, has a team. The UFC fighter.
I need a team, man.
You should get
you
a
need
team.
Yes.
You know what? We may be the guys that could get you a team if you want a highlight
I would
team.
be interested in that. That'd be a lot of fun.
I like this. I'm gonna connect these dots.
I like him saving High Lie.
It
I do.
may come at the
Rescuing
expense-
High Lie.
We may, as a show, lose the Cesta Cyclones. As a result, they're going to be Taffer Cyclones.
Yes.
But you know what? You want a team? I'm going to get on
I
this.
say to hell with the balls. They should be throwing beer cans.
You're right.
go.
You're right. Tell us about the upcoming season here at Bar Rescue.
Wow, guys, I'm 3 episodes away from 250 episodes.
Wow, congratulations,
Just
man.
in my business,
Incredible.
unheard of.
That's awesome.
So this season's tough, man. You know, last year I was kinder and nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had an excuse with COVID. You know, it was pretty valid. Their wallets were thin. They had been through hell. This year, you know what? That doesn't carry anymore, man. That's BS. So this year, you know, if you're not making money, it's your own freaking fault. So I'm all over them. It's an intense season.
It's your own fault.
Oh yeah, so it's an intense. Look,
Get out and
if
get
you're
some
failing today, you're either lazy or ignorant.
Right.
One of the two, and I got to figure out which of the two is, and I'm going to go at you either way.
Okay.
John, let me ask you something before you go, because we were talking about this. We've talked about memes. Why have you seen the memes that says that you're always trying to look around invisible objects? Are you familiar with this?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so they'll say that you're just always kind of looking like this around things that may or may not actually be there. You've not caught on to this?
No.
Really?
I'm not big on looking at things that aren't there, though. I must tell you.
Well, no, you're looking around them. They're not
Well,
there.
you know, so I'm probably leaning over a customer to see a bartender making a drink.
Yeah.
You know, I'm leaning between 2 tables to see what's going on at the table in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a middle kind of guy. I'll lean equally to the left.
Billy, it's
as
a
I do
bar.
to
You
the
got to
right.
lean.
Yeah,
you got to look
no,
past
fine.
things. You know, you got to get an angle. You got to create. You okay?
Fine. I was unaware of that, though.
Yeah,
So
it's a
I'm known
thing.
for looking at nothing.
You're
Yes.
known from looking around things that aren't there, that you look around, or you're just like all of a sudden this will be here and then it'll be here and then your face will just appear looking around.
Yeah,
like
but at a bar, there's so
plant or
many
something.
things you
Yeah.
have to like, kind of find your path.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Radio Row here.
That's
you
right.
know?
There's a lot in your way.
All right. Well, we appreciate this. It's always It's always great talking to you.
Same here, guys.
And 250 episodes, man.
Crazy, huh?
That is amazing. Congratulations to
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Enjoy the rest of your week here.
Enjoy your week here
Thank
in
you,
Vegas.
sir. Okay.
See you at the front
After
on.
talking to you guys, I'm a little worried about your gambling losses.
Right. Well, no,
Why
I've been
don't you
winning.
hold each other's wallets?
Let's rescue Highlight together, okay?
Take care, guys.
All right.
Thank you, John.
Everyone knows it's not Valentine's Day without the flowers, so whatever you do, don't be like me. Don't forget the flowers. Beat the Valentine's Day rush and order early at 1-800-Flowers.com. Right now, at 1-800-Flowers, you can get up to 40% off a beautiful, gorgeous bouquet of one-of-a-kind arrangements that are guaranteed to wow your significant other. Please do not be like me. Don't put it off. Delivery dates are limited. Get up to 40% off today at 1-800-Flowers.com/Dan. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/Dan.
The Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz is brought to you by Bayer Aspirin, the official sponsor of fans' hearts.
We're presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code DAN for a special offer when you sign up. That's code DAN only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Billy, were you thinking what I was thinking during Jon Taffer, who we love, by the way? He is fantastic, a great guest, but I had no idea what was going on with the beer and how to pour it.
I'm glad
I
you
was
asked
confused.
that.
You look confused. I know I was confused. I didn't know what was going on.
So, Jon Taffer we had on, and
Yes.
and you just heard it, obviously. And one of the
Yes.
things that we wanted to talk to him about, and something that we went out of our way to figure out how to make happen, was the beer trick that he's talked about and the proper way to pour a beer.
Right.
And then we had to kind of go behind the scenes and figure out how are we going to get a beer in here? How is the beer going to be closed? Like, how are we going to make this happen?
Yes.
And, you know, we made that part happen. Like Mike Fuentes and Danny. And
It was a great idea by
befriended
Fuentes.
security
Yes.
guards.
Yes.
And we don't need to get into the details, but we arranged it. It happened. Then once we were learning the proper way to pour the beer, I was super confused.
Okay, good.
While I was watching it,
Good.
I was going along with him, but like, I have no idea exactly what he was talking about.
Right.
I didn't know which one actually looked better or worse than the other one. It just, they looked different to me. You know
The
what I
one
mean?
that he was saying was better looked foamy.
I was confused by that. I was confused by
But
that.
he was saying foamy is better.
I was confused by that. Yeah, Chris is off over here heckling us.
Wait, you
saying we don't get
understand
it.
what he's saying?
We don't get it.
What do you
I
mean?
didn't get it.
Oh, it's next level. Come
Yeah.
explain it to us if you
Okay,
don't mind.
good.
Okay.
I don't know what any of this is set up for you to.
Is it?
Nah, I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I talk?
No, it's off.
Okay. Here I am.
Okay.
There
I'm
you
saying
are.
when you pour the beer
Right. Yeah.
terribly, all the head comes up.
Yeah.
That is the gases releasing. So
Yeah.
even though it looks like a crappy pour, whereas when you pour it good and you don't see any bubbles,
Yeah.
all that explosion happens in your belly. and
But
fills
when
you
he
up.
put the paper towel in and he started going like this, then
That's what happens in your belly.
Yeah, but that's what happened with the one that was not done.
Oh.
It was very confusing.
But your whole life, bartenders have been pouring beer sideways, so you have
Because
no
they
foam.
want to fill you up. They don't want. Oh, wait, why would they want to
They
fill
wouldn't
you
want to
up?
fill you up. They
Right.
want,
They want you to keep
drink
drinking.
more.
I
Yeah.
thought you had a grasp
Yeah.
on this.
See what
I
we're
do have a
saying?
grasp on it. I just don't understand the business of it.
You're as confused as we are.
Good.
All right.
At least we're not alone.
All right. See you later.
Oh, you're gone.
I'll stay. All right.
Wait,
fine.
no. Why don't you pull up a chair? We're going to talk to a ventriloquist.
All right, fine.
Yeah,
I'll take an
yeah,
elevator
yeah.
down.
Well, that has nothing to do
All
with
right, I'll sit. I'll
ventriloquism.
just sit. I'll
He
just
asked
sit.
you to pull up a chair.
All right, I'll
Yeah,
sit.
just get a chair
He
here.
didn't ask you to go down a floor.
Yeah, no, just sit down over there. We're going to bring over a
I'll pop a
ventriloquist.
squat.
Yeah, what? I don't know that's...
Wait, who are we talking to next?
We're going to talk to a ventriloquist. We're going to talk to a dummy. You know, it's going to be a whole... It's going to be a nice thing. Talk to Winston.
All right, another dummy on the set. Couple of dummies cutting it up. Looking forward to that. That's what, not you, me. That's what Radio Row is all
Thought you were
about.
talking about
Super Bowl
Chris.
week is all about. We're going to talk to a puppet next.
You know? When in Rome.
We're in Las Vegas.
When in Vegas. Stugotz,
Yes,
I'm excited.
I know you are, Billy.
This is what we come to Radio Row for.
This is it. This is what Super Bowl week is all about.
We're here. And we got here early in the week, but we're here.
Yes, we've arrived.
We're joined by Terry, Fator, and Winston.
Yes, good to be here. Thank you for having me. Very excited.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this.
It's a pleasure. You ever talked to a hand before? No, you mean oh yeah, puppet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking to a turtle here.
A turtle.
Yeah. Terry, Winston, there was a lot of people that told me growing up, you know what, Billy, You're never going to do it. You're never going to amount to anything. You're never going to talk to a ventriloquist and a turtle at the Super Bowl. And today, you guys helped me prove those people wrong. So thank you for doing that.
You know, everybody wants to talk to a turtle at the Super Bowl. No one cares about talking to a ventriloquist, though. That's where you're wrong.
How many interviews has Winston done today?
Oh, my gosh. We've done, I don't know. We lost count.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know Terry's hand is really sweaty and his fingernails need clipping.
How'd you get into this line of work, if you don't mind me asking, Terry?
I found a book in my school library. I was 10 years old.
Right.
And there was a book by Paul Winchell called Ventriloquism for Fun and Profit. And it looked like fun, 10 years old. And when I realized I could make money doing this, man, that was it.
Right.
10-year-old making money playing with puppets.
Yep.
Better than playing with himself. Right.
So, like, are you guys friends? Like, how would you describe this relationship?
What's the nature of this relationship?
Me and Winston?
Yeah.
Yes, you and Winston.
I'm the breadwinner. Right, he's the breadwinner.
Right.
He's the guy that makes all the money. But yeah, we like each other.
Yeah.
He likes me. I don't like him.
I was going to say, Winston, Winston, this is a safe place. Yeah, if you want to say anything about, I just want to let you know, Winston, you're good with me here.
Just considering where his hand is, #me too.
What's the financial split between you and Winston?
I get 100%. I share a little with Terry. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't mind because, listen, he's the one who won America's Got Talent with Crying Over You. Right.
Oh. He should have held out after that. I mean,
Yes.
had you right where he wanted you.
Exactly.
Winston, how did you decide you wanted to get into this line of work?
No, I didn't really have much choice. Terry stuck his hand up me. That was it. That's how it works with ventriloquists, though.
Right. Forced him into it, huh?
That's right.
How dare you, Terry? Against Winston's. Winston, how do you feel about this?
#me too.
Winston, how do you feel about Taylor Swift just controlling the NFL season?
Oh, I love Taylor Swift. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I'm gonna name a new artist called Turtle Slow.
Oh,
well, Taylor Swift, Turtle Slow.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
that's good.
Turtle Slow.
That'll be the turtle version of Taylor Swift.
Billy, you're not beaming like you were at the beginning of this. I mean,
what do you mean?
I don't know. It was just an observation.
Turtle Slow. I'm excited about this.
Is Winston a big football fan?
Oh yeah, of course.
Is Terry a big football fan?
I am. I'm actually a huge football fan. I grew up in Dallas. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Right.
Live in Vegas, so now I'm a huge Raiders fan. But I really do just love football. I watch every Sunday, all day. I just watch every game that I possibly can. I just adore watching the game, and I can't wait. Even though I don't have any skin in the game this week, I'm just excited to watch the football game on Sunday. It's going to be a blast.
Are you surprised that there's a Super Bowl in Vegas this soon?
I am. Yeah. Actually, all of us are. So, but then I was kind of surprised that it was in Dallas right after the new stadium was built. So it's been kind of cool though to see it in different places, and it's exciting for Vegas to have the Super Bowl.
It's funny. Chris was telling me before he forgot that the Raiders play in Las Vegas. He's like, "Why are there so many Raiders stations here?"
Yes. It's like Oakland really showed out.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we love the Raiders. Yeah. And we like the Knights, too. Yeah, we like all of these pro sports that are coming to Vegas just makes the city is already exciting, and it's just becoming kind of the mecca for everything.
You were telling us that you have to get out of here after this interview, that you're getting on a bird, that you have engagements, you have...
It's crazy. I do have a very, very busy schedule. I work 4 to 5 nights a week in Las Vegas doing the New York Casino. That's where I'm at. You can see me there all the time. But then on the weekends, I fly out. I just did Fort Pierce, Florida last weekend. I'm doing Idaho next weekend. So I try to tour as often as I can, but I perform here in Vegas all the time. So.
Is there any celebrities that you have performed in front of?
Many, yeah. I've had Adam Sandler. I've had, so many others. Who else? Dana Carvey and Mel Gibson came to the show, and so we've had a lot of celebrities come.
Winston, do you have any celebrity crushes out there? Are there other animals in the industry? Like, who do you like?
Turtle Slow.
Turtle Slow.
Taylor Swift. You do like to? I do love Taylor Swift. He does. Yeah, I'm a big fan, and Justin Bieber and stuff like that.
I thought maybe Miss Piggy or something, like some other animals.
Well, of course. And actually, Kermit the Frog is one of my heroes. When I was on America's Got Talent, they asked, "Who would you like to perform perform with.
Yeah.
My first choice was Kermit the Frog, and we got to perform.
Winston doesn't like when you talk about Kermit.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Cheating.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind. Listen. Check this out.
Hold out.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Oh.
Yeah, I do an impression
Oh, wow.
of Kermit.
Wow.
We're good friends.
Does Winston do any other impressions?
Yeah, I can do heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. That's Michael Jackson, in case
beautiful.
you didn't know.
Right. It sounded like
Winston.
Winston just singing Michael Jackson, though. I
Winston,
mean,
Exactly.
Are you ever
Right.
just looking for a little alone time?
What?
No, I never get alone time. Anytime I'm talking, he's standing
I
next
know,
to
it's
me.
just-
Not sure why.
I just feel like Winston just would like to be alone sometimes.
To do what?
I don't know. Be it just
Yeah, my alone
be a
time
puppet.
looks like this.
yeah. Oh, that is nice.
That's it, yeah. That's pretty much it.
You know.
Terry, do you ever look for a long time?
When you're a ventriloquist, you're never alone. I
Right.
can promise you that.
Amazing. So was it Mel Gibson, you said?
Yeah,
Just
Mel
walked
Gibson.
into a show?
Well, he did. He was doing a movie called The Beaver.
Right.
And it was a huge flop. It didn't work. But he was playing a guy that had a puppet on his hand. And so he actually came with his son and saw me in Las Vegas and watched
Really?
the show so he could watch someone who works with puppets.
He was trying to get ready for his role.
He was, yeah.
Interesting.
And I got to talk to him backstage. But yeah, we've had quite a few celebrities come to the show. It's a lot of fun.
Ed Sandler just got, did they announce when they're showing up? Did they tell you?
They
hey, Terry,
do.
we're
Ray
showing? They
Romano
do?
came. So
Nice.
did, so many other people. I
might be related to
He's
him.
related to Ray.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
My wife's
That's
uncle.
great.
Through
That's
marriage,
pretty cool.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of them. Jay Leno, yeah, we've had a lot of
really?
celebrities come to see the show.
Very interesting. It's not a show. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't be interested in seeing that show. I'm surprised so many big time celebrities have come out to see you.
Yeah, they have. It's just different.
I am,
you know,
Billy.
What a
lot of
weird
people
statement.
A lot of people wouldn't think of ventriloquist, but
It's a weird time.
I'm much more than just a ventriloquist. So it's not like going to see a guy with puppets. We do impressions. We do tons
Really?
of impressions. We do tons of singing. It's really kind of an all around encompassing show.
Do we ever move to the left hand? Does the hand ever start to hurt? Like,
Yeah. Well, it doesn't
not for-
start to
not
hurt.
for-
It doesn't, but I do double puppets sometimes. Like we'll have Willie Nelson will sing on this hand, and then I'll have Fernando Francisco singing the part where to all the girls I loved before.
Can we put Chris on your left
hand?
leg here?
Sure.
Where's he
going
to put his hand?
I don't know.
I'll give you 3 guesses.
I love the idea of you talking to Winston, though.
I mean,
I don't care as long as he's wearing a glove.
I don't know what am I supposed to do here?
I think you should. I don't know. I mean, I think we should try to do it. He'll just shove his hand up your back.
I don't understand what's happening anymore.
I don't either. I'm a little confused. I didn't know.
I don't. Let's not. This is inappropriate.
Okay. All right, it's inappropriate. I
do have a mask,
Right.
and it's a very common thing for ventriloquists to do
Now we're
now. We have a
talking.
mask where I can actually make the mouth move, so
Really?
we can turn people into a human puppet.
A puppet.
Yes, it's quite fun.
Yeah.
So
I'm learning a lot.
Are you really?
I am.
What's your best impression?
probably Michael Jackson. That's my. But we
Okay.
also do "Love Me Tender, Love Me Sweet, Never Let Me Go." So we can do Elvis Presley as well. So we do a lot of different impressions. We have a ball.
All right. Juju is staring at us. He's judging us. I don't know.
Oh no, he's loving this.
Okay, I don't know what he's doing. Who do you think's going to win the game, Terry? Just out of curiosity.
We've been saying I think the Chiefs are going to win, and I think the 49ers are.
Oh, really?
So it's a
Wow.
win-win. It's a win-win.
Playing both
Wow.
sides.
The ventriloquist gets to choose 2 teams.
Right.
I feel like you guys should make some sort of bet, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I got all the money. I'll have to loan Terry something.
Yeah.
That's true. He makes all the money.
I like the idea of a bet. You guys should.
It's a good idea.
But you have no money, Terry. Right. Is your larger
I
point.
wonder if they'd accepted that from the turtle. You never know.
We appreciate you doing this. So where are you headed after this?
Well, I've got a show tonight at New York Casino. I'm going to be doing that through Wednesday. I actually have the weekend off, thank goodness, because that means I get to go watch the game, which is awesome. And then next week I'm
watching it at the game. You going to it?
No, I'm going to be just watching it at home.
Nice.
I'm going to
With
stay
Winston,
home.
of course.
I love
No,
the
Winston's
crowds.
going to the game.
I like being in front of crowds. Yeah, he is. Winston's going, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He has the money.
Yeah, I'm going to be a helmet. Right. He needs to be a helmet. Right.
There you go.
Where'd he go? Oh, get back here. Winston.
Like in the privacy of your own home, like do you and Winston have conversations?
Well, only when I'm rehearsing. So I will, if I'm rehearsing a new bit, I will pick up a puppet and they come home with me. Yeah.
How does your wife feel about Winston?
She's okay. Yeah, I make all the money, so you know how the girls are.
Yeah.
Women are not going to complain about a puppet that makes money.
No.
Oh. This was fun, man. So if people are interested in finding out how they could see you, where can they check you out?
Well, go to terryfator.com,
Nice.
and you can get tickets online there, or just go to New York Casino. They have a box office. And I just tell people, you can follow me on my socials. We do a different song every single week, and this week is spectacular. If you haven't seen it, I did We Are the World with 19 puppets.
What?
And I did the entire song without moving my lips, and I did 19 impressions.
Wow.
You got to see it. And I have
Jeez.
puppets of like Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Bruce Springsteen, Cyndi Lauper, all of them. So
I wish they were all
definitely
here.
check
That
it
would have
out.
been great.
Yeah, that would have been
Thank you so
great.
much for joining us, Terry. Like, we really appreciate everything. And
Your puppets ever like wonder?
Now you're doing it. I wanted you on his leg to do it.
no, I'm being the ventriloquist.
ventriloquist.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
sorry, I'm
That's right.
confused,
If
right?
you
He
ever
needs to put his hand up your backside.
If you ever need to take a week off, I'm available.
Right now.
I'm available to cover for you.
Okay,
Not terrible, Billy. Admit.
I'm talking
Admit it. He's mocking me now, but not terrible for my first try, right?
What if Winston's actually the ventriloquist here?
Wait a
And
minute.
Terry's the puppet.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what drugs you're on.
Where does one of you start and the other one end? Thank you for joining us, man. This is awesome.
How many people called you Darth Vader growing up?
When I was a kid, man, that was my nickname. 'Cause
Really?
Star Wars came out, I was 12, and so all the kids were like, Darth Vader! I thought it was cool, so I wasn't going to complain.
I thought there was a better story behind that one.
Yeah.
Nope, that was it.
All right, we appreciate you doing this. We
Thank
really
you.
do.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Have fun at your show tonight and enjoy the Super Bowl, man.
Thank you. We will. We'll have a ball.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Winston.
You're welcome.